Professor Fat Shady from the University of Trials, and I think I want to go fast. I'm not sure what the objective is, as always, but hell no. What I want to check out is leaderboards. I'm still on my hunt. I probably should acknowledge this. Firstly, I haven't streamed as much as I usually have. 2020 is weird. I've been working hard, lots of other stuff. There was a week, I think it was last week, I was about to stream, and Mini Shady says to me, he's like, oh, can we play some games together? It's like, yes. Stream can wait. So, whatever. Spend time with my kids. But anyway, I thought I'd do it tonight. I'm even late tonight. I'm about 45 minutes starting from when I usually stream on Friday night because I just watched an awesome game of Rugby League. If anybody out there watches Rugby League, I'm not a massive fan. This one looks a good one. Yeah, let's try this. I'm not a huge Rugby League fan. Yeah, I'm just going to just beat my PB. But this was just a fun game. Just an absolute thrashing of somebody. Wow, that's noisy. Oh, me against me. Oh, and that's my old uniform. Yeah. Yeah, old number, old uniform. Hang on, I don't think my chat's working. Hang on a moment. Oh, yeah. So I can't read my chat. But chat's open, apparently. Someone said something and I can't read it. Can I see? Can I zoom in? Hey, there you are. Tree Hill. Yeah, cool, man. Alright. Chatbot is not working. It's not connected. Oh, well, I'm going old school. Or different school. Hey, Philia. Philia? Whoever you are, welcome. Glad you can make it. Oh, I don't like this track. Alright, that's personal best stream. Yeah, I think so. Chibaki. So, hey, Tree Hill. Am I right in assuming that nothing else is going on with the riddle right now? How do I make that jump? Hey, Sweden person, why are you using my name like that? That's weird, man. Seriously? That's weird. Is that... Should I be honored or should I be like... Dude, why are you using my... That's weird. First time catching? Damn it, I can't even see that font. It's like dark blue on black. This is horrible. This is... I'm not used to seeing chat like this. But... Wow, alright. Do I... I'm going to call you Bongy. Bongy, because it sounds cute. We got people from Birmingham. Charlie. Yeah, this blue on black I can't see. I should feel honored. Okay, I guess I do, but I feel a bit uncomfortable about it. Let's see if they... Let's see if they abuse their rights. But there probably is something about that, right? Where, like, if you're a partner or something, you can't, like, I don't know, you can't try and impersonate someone, but whatever. I'll probably forget about it. Alright, so we want to get a personal best. Hello to everybody that's joining in. It's good to be back. I've had a break. Fantastic. I am about... Hey, Santa! Santa, I've got to acknowledge, sorry. Start of my stream's always kind of wild. Rob Potter, go Niners, hell yeah. Santa. Oh, that was an awesome spin. You get a bunch. Dust, Teeny Boy, Bongy, Shali. Anyone else? Slipknot. G'day, mate. How's it going? This hat hurts, but whatever. You beat Inferno 5. GG's. GG's to me. Who is you? Frosty. Alright, man. So... I am about to, well, I've just finished work. I mean, it's 10 p.m., so let's call it 5 hours ago, for 4 hours ago maybe. I finished work for the last time Oh, I gotta sit on that. All right. Yeah, I'm not going back to work for another 10 days. And the Fiss. Guten Tag, the Fiss. That's how I'm probably not too late, or too early. Yeah, so I got 10 days off. I'm going away for a little bit, I'm hanging out with the family for a little bit, doing just whatever the hell I feel like that isn't work. It's been weird. I've had, like, days off. Like, I've had a lot of, like, Fridays off and just working kind of part-time, working from home, doing whatever. So, but it's not been the right type of break. I needed to actually switch off for a week, man. So I think for stress and sanity and everything, it's going to be a hell of a good time. I'm going to be out paddleboarding every day, hanging out with the kids, walking along the beach. It's a place where I used to go when I was a kid. So for like 10 years straight, from like 5 to 15, I went there every Easter and Christmas. And now I get to take my kids back there, so I can't wait. Does that upper path do anything for you? I don't think it does. Oh, I'm hitting it wrong anyway. Bradders, Zenake. So let's see, because I'm racing my own ghost here. Is that upper path worthwhile? I can make that whole thing. T Hill hates the subs. What's up with the subs, man? Nah, dude, Clark's awesome. Yeah, they're stupid from a top-heavy balance perspective. Like, yeah, if you wanted to design something stable, you wouldn't get a sub. Hey, Fist, don't ever, hey man, the University of Trials supports schooling, so you ever apologize for having to go to school, man. Stay in school, learn good stuff. That makes the professor happy. So I'm glad you come and stop in, man. Say hi, I appreciate it, dude. So I don't know the line on this track. Oh, that was... No, what am I doing? I wanted to go high there. Okay, so this you do want to go lower path, I think. I was looking at chat. Okay, so that kind of works. Get the wheel down there. Alright, alright, alright. Oh. Oh. There we go. Now we get the back wheel down. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure this one out at the moment. I want to clear that. Now here, you don't want to get too much airtime. Back wheel down as soon as you can. That to here. Wow. Wow, that was not pretty. Ugly, but we stuck it. Let's see. Oh no, I hit the front wheel. Idiot. Idiot. Now, here... Am I going over? Is that the play? Feels like it is. Yeah, Bongy. Yeah, Bongy. New South Wales represent. Go the Blues. That was stupid. Do I watch footy? I mean, not really, but in saying that, I was just chatting before I started. That Souths game, is that what you want to talk about? Because that was incredible, dude. Like, I started the stream late because I was watching that game. So I will say this. For anybody that hasn't watched a game of Rugby League, you should, because it's a really cool sport. Oh my god, I lost the traction. Back wheel. Wow. I don't go for anyone, man. My son, who's 11, plays League, so he's been getting into it quite a bit. I'm not really a fan. American football's my sport, but yeah, he's been getting into it. So I've been watching a bunch of footy with him and like going to his games and stuff. So yeah, it's been cool. So I think if I had to pick a team, one of my good mates is an Eels fan, another good one's a Panthers fan. So both of them are still in the chance. So one of those two. But I reckon Panthers are looking good, but Souths tonight look like they could take the whole damn thing. But yeah, so what I was going to say, I was actually watching the game halfway through, and I was like, I'd love to introduce Rugby League to a friend from another country, because there was a try, and there's like a video referee type concept to, you know, basically if they're not sure if it's a try, they go to someone and be like, right, can you have a look to see if this is a try? But the way the referee says it, he's like, I just want to check the grounding, mate, like to see if they got like scored the try. If you put the ball down and then you score the points, whatever. But he's like, I just want to see if you made it, mate. Like, it's just such an Aussie way to introduce that. Fantastic. And to just talk to someone in that capacity. I just thought it was kind of funny, and I just love to hear what other people around the world think of just how chill the referee is. Right, can I... Oh, what is that? Hey, Crib. Dude, Crib. 22 months, man. I need to, like... There's got to be extra... Like a second. Can I get like a hat-on-hat spin? Like you've moved up to like the next level of hat spins, Crip. This could work. This could become a thing. A very bad, boring thing. Anyway, congratulations on the graduation. Yeah. AWOL. I've got a few. I got a few plats left to go, and they're all DLC extremes. Fantastic. Oh, Braiders. The dude who made the GIF. Oh, man, you get a... Yeah, you get a different hat on hat. There you go. You got a few. That was just for you. This track is not fun. Like, it's not a driving line that I do and be like, man, I wish I could grind this for a while. Hey, Adam, what's going on? So far, so good, but I'm still behind myself. So this is the part I'm not sure about. Because I think I can go straight through there, like without the loop, but I'm not positive. So that I tried. Man, suck at this game. Nah, well, man, I'm taking a break from my like serious trialsness. Like I'm just starting holidays, man. I'm in chill mode. And even things like this upset me. So I'm not going for extremes. That was just tire glitchy. Someone sent me a message I want to read. Hold on. I just remembered something. Alright, Jabaki. Talk to me about... What? Oh, Ruben. How you doing too? Jabaki said something before. What? Frosty Brothers. Totally get that. Are you serious, Jabaki? Are you serious? GG's, man. That's huge. May I ask what? And sub game. What doing? So you're legit serious? Wow, is that okay? So I know very little about you, despite the fact that I call you Wacky Jabaki and have done for quite some time. But holy hell, that is huge. Okay, so is this is something you've done before? Obviously, you're skilled and capable at doing, and you applied and got in, and I'm assuming it's based over there, and that is phenomenal. What? I mean, obviously you can't share what you're doing specifically, but when does it start? When are you going? I'm assuming you're working from. Are you from home? You're working over there. What? Fill me in, dude. I'm curious. I need to know deets. Oh, I tried to push too hard. Damon, what's going on? Alright, I'm going to get a PB on this and I'm stopping. Dude, that's huge, man. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you. Seriously. And all it's doing is just making me miss my dudes. Because I have no idea when I'll ever get back over there. Nah, man, that's amazing. Oh, you'll love it. It's such a lovely place. Seriously. Where are you currently? And if you say, like, oh, in the bathroom right now. Oh, that didn't work. UK, wow. Well, it's not. I mean, it's still, Europe-y space. So from an Aussie, that's not that far away. Like, you can still go home pretty regularly or whatever. For me, it's a little bit more of a journey. The last time I flew there, it took 30 hours. Come on, Damon, sing it. This is why I need Discord, so you can just jump in and serenade me. Sorry, Bradders, I do want a Shogun update, but I want to beat this personal best first. Don't hit your front wheel. There we go. What was... Sete... Ukum. Or Sete Kai... Was it... What's his name? Is it Sete Kaiba? Dude from Yu-Gi-Oh? I can't remember now. It's been a while. So, Bongi, are you New South Wales as well, yeah? Whereabouts? Yeah, whereabouts? Sydney's a big place. And again, you don't have to divulge it. I'm just curious. I'm like southwest. I'm at Oran Park. We destroyed a racetrack and built a house. Nice, man. No, I'm up in. I'm in Parramatta tomorrow morning. That slide looked good, but it wasn't effective. Oh, I stuffed it up. Oh, hold on. Oh no, too much air again. That air thing. Oh, what did I do wrong? Lower root at CP 1011. See, this is what I need. 1011 lower, okay. Because again, I haven't watched any replays, so I'm just playing around with this right now. Alright. No, I don't need the brake there. Or do I? No, maybe not. Okay, I figured that one out. But alright, lower on C 1011. Oh, here. Oh, okay. That's what I thought. Oh yeah, because I go over and clear this, right? Fantastic. God, I'm an idiot. Thanks, man. Gross. Alright. Oh! Hey, congratulations on the graduation. You just get a whole bunch of spins. Inspire. Congrats, my friend. That is awesome. 8 months for you. Insane. So, hey, I'm gonna take you on a little bit of a I'm a streamer and YouTuber, right? But not really. But I'm like, you know what? I'm cool enough to have a stream deck. But I'm also working from home right now. So rather than use my stream deck for anything to do with my stream, do you know what I did today? I sat here for about 20 minutes and programmed in a bunch of multi-action commands that allow me to do some things in Confluence. I mean, it plays with Confluence, I understand. But basically, to create some things in Confluence automatically with the press of a button. So I now use my stream deck, my super cool streamy thing. I use it for workplace productivity. And the weird thing is, I actually got a 3D printer last week, so I've spent a lot of time playing with that as well. And tonight, while I'm streaming, I'm 3D printing mounts for my stream deck onto my keyboard just to enable me to do more productivity things for work, because it was fun as hell. Yeah, I've never bothered to do anything with the Stream Deck. I should. Oh, Bungie, man. Yeah, I was all about that Trials HD life for sure. That one. That's the one. All right. Okay, so that one you go at pretty much full speed. This one you've got to slow down for, which I didn't really. This one you can kind of go full speed and just launch. Ah, you can't lean forward on that though. Way too much throttle. Oh. Alright. I'm beating him. But that just kills it. That just kills all my speed. I'm getting close, man. Hey, Twinfire, what's going on? So, T-Hill, are you asking if I purchased the 3D printer or was sponsored? Or is that about the Stream Deck? Either way, I feel like you grossly overestimate the... okay, yeah. You grossly overestimate the supposed influence that I may have that would warrant getting any form of sponsorship. Yeah, no, I bought that thing. I will happily say just about anything for sponsorship, but those offers are not available. Yeah, but no, the Stream Deck's actually really damn good. I just wish I would invest the time to do cool things with it. I've got some people that I watch on stream and they do amazing things with it. I've just never bothered. And I disappoint myself. Oh, gross. T-Hill, that sounds like a legit strategy, man. Yeah, as soon as I saw him, I bought one. Because that's what I do, and then went, what am I going to do with it? So yeah, I think I had plans, and I started playing around with scenes and stuff, and it all just got too hard. I think they patch it, like they do software updates for it regularly, and yeah, it keeps getting more and more features, but more importantly, more and more easy integration with like Streamlabs and OBS and Twitch and a whole bunch of things. So I just haven't spent the time, so. But equally, I'm not, you've seen, I'm not an overly gimmicky, flashy streamer. I don't have fancy transitions and intros and nonsense. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just me. I'm doing my thing. Chilling out, hanging with the peeps. That's what it's all about. But yeah, I would like to play with it at some point. But for the moment, workplace productivity, hey? Who would have thought? Basically just effectively making macro, because it's a fully programmable keyboard. So I'm just putting in just a whole bunch of macros, man. It's awesome. Make it, make it, make it, make it. Ah, too much there. So that I should go harder at. Ah, too much. Am I supposed to accelerate there? I can't remember. Anyway, PBs. Half a second. I'll take it. T-Hill, thanks for the tips. T-Hill, really? That's awesome, dude. I have picked up a capture card from, I think, a similar situation. Yeah, one of my first ones. I think it was an Elgato one. But I think, what am I using now? I'm using Ava Media. Yeah. Yeah, I just picked up whatever was cheap. Oh, I can't even capture in can I do 60? No, I can't do 4K. The next capture card I want to get's a 4K one because oh damn. Yeah, all right. I'm gonna have to invest in a 4K capture card when the Series X comes out. Because I play on Xbox, as you probably know. So hey, what's a medium difficulty track you want me to? Actually, no, don't worry. I just want to look for stuff that I'm not doing great in leaderboards. Oh, this UI is amazing. Really, brothers? That sucks. So that's 3,000. Yeah, I should have a go at that. Inspire original. This is original, but like I love this Elite controller, but it's absolute. Like I'm not using any of its features. Like it is the most comfortable controller. It's just got a better weight. It's heavy, but it's got a better weight to it. I don't use the paddles on the back. I don't use the the things for the shooter. You can like half the range of the triggers. I don't use the detachable thumbsticks, and I've kept the same ones since the start. I don't use the mappable profiles for different games. I don't use this the way it was intended. It's still the most comfortable controller I've ever held in my hands. The rubbery textures and but I'd be happy to just pay like $20 extra and just get the skin and be done with it. So that feels like a slide. Oh, this is why I've done poorly on this track, because it's horrible. I thought I already did grind this one out. Wow. Oh, the claw. Dude, the claw is disgusting and just dirty. This does not feel smooth at all. Yeah, let's see, brothers. I'll see if I like this one or not. Depends how easily it gives me PBs. Ah, too much there. Not enough there. This one you've got to hit. You've got to hit that short, but oh wow. Just got to hit that. Okay, okay. Over. Oh yeah, no, I do prefer this one. You're right. Nah, T-Hill, I'm not up to date with world records and stuff, man. These days, Trials is my end of week chill on a Friday night and hang out with you lovely folk. I'm really not plugged into anything else that's going on. Try and stay up to date with the riddle where I can. But the alpaca's nuts. The alpaca is nuts. But Nova, I mean, it's... Nothing surprises me with these top people anymore. Like, nothing you can say to me surprises me anymore. Like, I've just learned to just expect the unexpected and the impossible. The impossible isn't. It's just, you just have to wait a while. That's right. Like, if you said to me, you know, oh, Nova did it on a DJ Hero, I'd be like, yeah, sweet. You guys remember them, right? When I started doing YouTube and stuff, that was a thing that I wanted to do. It was a whole series on, like, different gaming peripherals. Like, I wanted to be beating extreme tracks with steering wheels and stuff. And I think I tried on my 360, so this is going right back when I started the channel. And I had a steering wheel, and I couldn't get it to work, and then I gave up on the whole idea. I was like, that's stupid. I think I did at one point. I won a competition. And it was a Street Fighter competition on 360, and I got a fighting stick. And I played Extremes on HD with the fighting stick, and they're actually pretty good. Because the stick, because it was so long, it actually gave you quite a lot of control over movement. So you had the buttons instead of the triggers, so that sucked. But the stick actually felt like having a joystick like that was really responsive, even though it was a big movement. I don't know, it just felt chunky in your hands. Yeah, it was kind of nice. I'm worried one of my monitors is dying because every now and again it just turns off, and they're pretty old. And I've been using it a lot because I work from home every day. So I hope everyone's doing alright with COVID lives. Looking after yourself, both physically and mentally. Ah, too much. Wow. Yeah, Brad, let's give it a go, man. Now, I think I wanted to... I had a chance to win a DJ. I still go in competitions, but I used to go in a lot. Yeah, I wanted the DJ Hero. Not to play it, I just thought it was a cool peripheral. But anyway, so back to the 3D printer, because that's sort of been what's consumed me for the last week. I got it given to me. My wife's cousin got it and didn't like it and couldn't get it to work, got frustrated with it, and it's like, nah, I'm done. So for anybody that knows anything, it's the end of 3. And anyway, so he gave it to me. No manual, no instructions, no nothing. Just a roll of filament and the printer itself, and just said, if you want it, keep it. I'm going to throw it away. If not. So I took it, spent 2 or 3 days dialing it in, tuning it, watching YouTube videos, guides. I pretty much had to like service it, like disassemble and reassemble parts of it because it was clogged up with filament that he'd like just left in there. And yeah, it was a bit nasty to start with. Got it working fine now, so it's pretty much dialed in, leveled, and I'm printing away. So it's pretty good. It's been fun. So yeah, so like I think I mentioned it already, but yeah, I'm building a stand for my stream deck as we speak. I've built like created like a thing for my SodaStream bottles, so they didn't like roll away. I've made attachments for my GoPros and lens caps and frames for GoPro mounts and stuff. Cookie cutters, some just random stuff. That's a PB. Ooh, not by much though. I'll take it. No. Skateboard stuff I looked at. So I've got some GoPro mounts to film skateboarding. Oh yeah, here we go. Here's one of. This is one half of the the Stream Deck mount. So that clips onto the back of your keyboard, and then the Stream Deck sits on top of it. So there you go. I mean, not bad. It's actually, it's warping a bit. I'm having some issues with the temperature at the moment, but yeah, it clips on. And again, there's so many models that you find online, so I don't have to design anything, and it clips on. I've got a Corsair keyboard. It just clips on the back, and away you go. Ooh, Sete Kaiba. Flapping. Where's a good track to show flapping? Let me get a tutorial. What do I do? Uphill obs? Yeah, this one. So I actually teach it in this lesson. So if you go back in uphill obstacles, I do actually teach the technique. So if you need that,
if you're watching this, you've chosen
yeah, shut up.
Oh, you made a bad choice.
No, I didn't. I'm good.
That video would have taught you some really important techniques, and now you miss out.
So what I'd suggest, get to this track, get to probably like the C grade. I mean, actually, you can do it here if you want, but I reckon the C grade's probably just better, because these ones you can kind of just cheat by just letting go of the gas. Yeah, so get to these, and what it is, I didn't place those checkpoints, and they're too close. Oh, it's C-hill. All right, cool. All right, so look, so on flat, so what it is, you see how my back wheel starts dipping down? So what I'm doing, the gas only powers the back wheel, right, on this bike, at least, not the Alpaca. So as soon as the back wheel's off the ground, I can accelerate as hard as I want. But what happens if you accelerate while your back wheel's in the air? If you accelerate and then rapidly tap the brake. Now, if you're using a controller, use the face buttons rather than triggers, because it's just a far quicker time in between flaps. But by doing that, the best way I can understand it from a physics perspective, the back wheel is creating this sort of force, and every time you sort of stop it, it creates this sort of physics movement that actually pushes the back wheel.
What are you doing?
Oh, shut up.
What could possibly be more important than
This
your
happens every time.
education?
Yeah, so as soon as I get here, the back wheel starts falling down, and then I can hit gas and brake at the same time, and it'll lift up. So if I let it go down a little bit, and then I can bring it back up. It's you kind of want it where you're just about to go. Yeah, it's not like that, and bring it back up. But where it's useful is where you get your front wheel just onto something. So what you want to do is hold the brake to get your front wheel hooked up firstly, right? And then to lift the back wheel up, you do that. So you get the front wheel on here. There's sort of like a window where it works. But yeah, so you get your front wheel like that, and then you flap away, and that can help you lift the back wheel higher than you otherwise would get it. Yeah, like that. So come on, I would practice it here. Yeah, like that, and if you do it fast enough, you can kind of generate enough momentum from that. Yeah, it just gives you a little boost and helps you. So I don't know if that helps. I think it helps. Every time I come back to this checkpoint, I get excited. The A+. I've shared this story before, but you know what? You don't often get to talk to the dudes who make the games. I'm going to tell you my little story about this checkpoint. The way that this checkpoint was designed, from the default camera angle, you couldn't see the grade as you go through this. And as I was doing the video capture for this, for the game, I was like, I don't like it, because this pole, I'm pretty sure this light pole that you see kind of here, and the chain were all in front of the camera. And you see this ropey tape thing?
Hey,
I'm
trying to teach you something here, so the least you could do is pay attention.
Hate myself. That rope thing actually went all the way to like it was sort of like straight across here and right in front of the camera. So what I had to do, and I didn't tell Redlinks I did this, but I was like, I need to do it. So I moved this pole across. So I left the light where it was, because that pole I think was on the outside here. So I moved that pole in. I think I left the chain. I think the chain I left.
I don't get paid to sit around here all day waiting for. What?
I wish I could turn this off.
I do get.
Yeah, so I moved this pole in, and then I had to figure out, and this is apparently in 3 separate pieces, so I had to like figure out how to rotate these tape thing, and then I checked it back in, and I was like, cool, that helped me. So, and I actually think I even changed some of the front pieces of this level as well. But this whole platform I had to do like little tweaky bits to, just to fix it. So, anyway, I like that little story. So every time I come back here, I remember that. And I always wanted, that was the one thing I wanted, because I did like the driving line design, but I didn't do any decoration, right? So there's not much you can see in the game that I'm like, I did that. So there's a couple of tiny, tiny little things, and that's what I always wanted, right? Despite all of my involvement, I wanted to be able to look at a piece of a track and be like I remember distinctly moving that object to that location and saving it, and that's in the final version of the game. Like I think that's, I don't know, that to me is as cool as seeing Unia Trials in there for some weird reason. Bingo! First ninja! Damn, GG's. So, welcome firstly, and congrats on the ninja, that's huge. I'm Big Chris. Big Chris is back, what's going on? Oh, desolate. I almost want to do this just for fun, but I hate this track. Oh, by the way, fresh haircut today. I call this low maintenance. Yeah, but I don't like using the BMX, dude. Your shopping cart, so your opinion's irrelevant. Yeah, that's true. So that was clean at least. So, T Hill, man, while I got you, dude, has there been any more riddle progress? I check in on the Discord from time to time. As far as I'm concerned, we're still on the 4th sign. And we've got no leads. That was last I heard. Wow. Okay, well that's promising, I guess. Oh yeah, absolutely he will. Tequila, I love tequila, but the guy's cool as well. Tequi. Bonjour, Tequi. David. Yeah, I mean, look, we can. Yeah, come on. Pingu, this is so interestingly, when I started talking about streaming, my goal was always to
Fantastic.
to do like live tutorials. Hey, Chris, helping out Damon. You know what? All right, so we get this hat plus we get another hat. Do you know what? No, I'll save it for the next one. So you get a hat on hat spin. So this is the thing for tonight. Hat on hat spins. All graduates get a hat on hat spin. There we go. All right. Oh god, I picked the wrong bike. Can I even do this? Oh, of course I can do this on this bike. But all right, let me do this on this bike because I haven't ridden this track for ages. And then tell me what checkpoint you're struggling with, and I'll do my best. Damn it. Damn it. Too good to be true. Wow. Yeah, tell me what checkpoint you're struggling with, and I'll do my best to assist. But I'll do it in the helium. So if you're just struggling to pass, helium all the way. And that will, I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got like diamond on this because of the helium. Or, sorry, at least platinum. Twinfire, I have many of those nights. Weirdly, I still remember them fondly. There we go. So Pingu, are you trying on the helium, or are you doing on the Mantis? Firstly, so let's start with that before, like, while I'm having my fun here. So this is a fun little track now. Damn it. Like, I remember when this first came out, and I was somewhat concerned by this track, and now it's just a fun little thing. Wow, that's not how you're supposed to do that checkpoint at all. Good work, Twinfire. My last night like that was many, many years ago now. It was actually the weekend before I went to Red Links for the first time. So we're talking 8 years ago. I was dressed, so I won't go into all the detail, maybe for another stream, but I was dressed as a bear, and I was told, I don't recall this, but I was told that I went hunting for salmon in the ocean. And I woke up, and I know this to be true, because my pants were still wet to my knees, my shoes were covered in sand, as was my hair. I rubbed my hand, feeling a bit ordinary the next morning, and I had sand all through my, like, scalp. So, yeah. No, I didn't get any salmon. Well, I don't recall getting any salmon. All right, Pingu, let's go and do this. So, do you want me to talk about it on Mantis, or do you want me to talk about it on helium? Because I think the helium is... Actually, I'm going to do it on helium first. Bit of both, all right. Oh, okay. No, do you want to do it on Mantis? Do you want me to talk about it on Mantis? No, sure. If you're trying for Greenbelt, I've given up. I think I'm... Let's go Mantis. Damn. Twinfire. Yeah, I haven't done the hospital wake up. That's a bit scary. Alright, so, Pingu, where are you up to? From memory, I think, end of 2 and 1 I can pass. And it's inconsistent. Do you want me to just go through each one? And by the way, I think I've already got a video on this before, so I probably won't spend... Give me a sec. Let me check something. La da 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 da. Did I never do a white belt? I've done yellow belt no-torials. I don't think I ever did white belt. Wow. This is just a stream of me looking at my own YouTube channel now, but yeah, I don't think I ever did white belt video. Wow. Alright, well, you know what? Let's do it. For anyone out there right now. Yeah, for anyone out there right now, let's start again. Alright, so firstly, for the purpose of this lesson, use the helium. Now let me show you on the Mantis. Bunny hop here, lean backwards, and you just want to steady yourself on this thing. If you have figured out throttle control by this point, if you're attempting ninjas and you don't know what this is, you're in strife. I think from here, as long as you gradually accelerate up to full speed by the time you get to the top, endo to steady yourself if you need to, lean on the back wheel, first checkpoint done. Second, I'm going to go through quickly. Second one, bunny hop, steady yourself. The way I do this, you want your back wheel right to the edge of that ramp, and you kind of want to let go of leaning just for a moment and let the front wheel lift up slightly. And you want to make sure your front wheel just clears the top log, the log you're about to go up to. And you want to keep leaning forward to make sure your back wheel lifts up there as well. Just like that. And just kind of, you just almost want to cheat, just get over. So let's do this. So steady myself, back wheel all the way back. Let go of leaning for just a moment and just get enough. And then what you want to do is sit back on the bike and it lifts the back wheel up and over. And then you just accelerate and you make it to here. This one's kind of tricky, but same technique. What you want to do is lean... I got to talk this through now. You just want to hit that ramp, stay in a seated position, and then I think what you do is you lean forward. Damn it. I'll see if I can do it again. Yeah, so actually no. So you want to be in a leaning forward position like this. But again, you just let go of leaning. You don't lift backwards. You don't try and bunny hop or any of that nonsense. You just let go of leaning for a moment. And what that will do, because of the angle you're on, it will actually lift the front wheel up. And then you just keep leaning forward and start leaning forward again. And then you'll get up and over. You may have to tap the brake or something to get up there, but I think that's pretty much it. Next bit, bunny hop. But what you want to do here is bunny hop and land in a seated position. And then immediately lean forward up into an endo. So bunny hop, sit back on your bike, and then, but sort of after the springs compress, you've got to wait half a second. Be nice, Hemp. Be nice. Hey, generator, what's going on? Yeah, so bunny hop, you sort of let the springs compress, and then lean forward. And if you keep accelerating, if you get a good bunny hop, yeah, and then get up to that. And then from here, I think you can just ride off that. You get to this platform, steady yourself. Now the trick here is actually don't over accelerate. If you accelerate too hard, you just go over the gap. So you just want to go at about maybe 60% gas. Keep your front wheel up and then brake and get into a nice endo. Flap if you need to. And what you want to do is get to a nice sort of 45-degree angle and transition as quick as you can into a bunny hop. So yeah, not too much accelerator. Actually, probably less than 45-degree angle. You probably like a 30-degree angle because that will help you carry your momentum across. you actually approach at a pretty shallow angle. And then that, and just make sure you push off at the end, because as you can see, there's a barrel here. So if you don't give it a little push, sometimes you fall down onto that. From this one, I think I just lean backwards. Yeah, so I pretty much just stay in a neutral position. Let me see. Or do I seated position? No. Actually, I think what you can do is forward there. Yeah, lean forward off the start so your front wheel stays down. And then as you clear this little drop, sit back on the bike. So forward, drop, and then keep leaning backwards. And I think... Let me just try it. Accelerate, down. Nope. You just got to get the angle right off the other side. Okay, maybe a bunny hop. I don't think I wanted the bunny hop though. I don't think you need the bunny hop. I think if you just got to get the speed. So I think the key is trying to get your back wheel. No, I'm losing it. Maybe you want a small bunny hop. Yeah, you can't. Maybe you want a small. Let me see. This is me trying to just figure out the consistent way. Because what ends up happening, I end up figuring this stuff out, and it's all muscle memory and kind of just instinct. And then when I try and teach it, I've got to kind of break it down almost in real time to figure it out. So I'm sure you can do this without bunny hopping. Wow, and I nailed it. Yeah, it's just about getting the right angle. So practice your rear wheel bounce, because that's the angle you want to hit when you get to the other side. It can be, yeah, it's probably not that forgiving given what I've just done. Anyway, full accelerate. Yeah, I think that's the best I can tell you. Little bunny hop if you think you need it. You might find yourself needing it, and then just a bunny hop up to there. Flap up the top when you can, but the key thing is you're about to exit this ramp. You want to make sure your front wheel's lifted up so you can clear the bottom section. And sometimes, depending on how you hit it, sometimes you can endo up into it like that. Sometimes you might have to do a fender grab, etc. That's enough. Next one, this is, what do you call this? Brake under flip or something? But basically you just hook your back wheel. So you go really slowly. So lean backwards, hook, and you want to hook your back wheel just where the back of your heels are. And then you can flip underneath like that. And you just lean forward and it rotates. It does a front flip. With this one, do your transitions lesson. And that's about it. But you've just got to pay attention to the angle. If you go too high, you end up not making the gap, and if you go too shallow, you hit the barrel. So it's really just watch your front wheel, and then manage your leaning to get up and over this. And again, same thing here. Tap the accelerate on that thing on the way down if you can hit it. It will make sure you clear the gap a little easier. Next one, I think from a seated position, you kind of get up into that. Yeah, so that was on flat objects. Flat obstacles, whatever I called it. In that lesson, it actually teaches you how to get up. So again, in the flat obstacles Uni Trials lesson, it's flat all the way. It doesn't have this lower section. But as you would have seen from that lesson, that part of the ramp is irrelevant. Where my front wheel is, it means nothing. Because really, you want to be lifting your front wheel here and get your bike frame into the corner and just lean forward and you get up. From here, little bunny hop, but really tiny. So get up and over. Little bunny hop, but you want to keep your momentum, but you want to be seated on that top platform, right? So you keep your momentum, stay seated there, but in one motion, let go of the gas just slightly. That'll be enough to lift the front wheel, and you should get up and over. So look, stay seated and then flip up and over. Now again, there's a barrel, so you've got to make sure your rear wheel hits off this log to clear the gap on the other side. Now, interestingly, it's actually possible to do it too well and do that. So you've got to find that happy medium, that little happy balance. You get up and over here and just a little gentle tap and you get over to this checkpoint. And this is the last checkpoint. You want to do a big bunny hop and you just want to do rear wheel bounces. I was going to make it too easy. But there's not really much room for error here, right? So it's about It's just about... I'm just trying to see. Yeah, I don't think... I mean, there's no way you can stop. Can you stop in between? Let me see. You might be able to stop in between these two. I mean, it's a lot harder to stop. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, Christian, I get that. Yeah, it took me a while to get it as well. Yeah, so you can kind of stop here if you get stuck, maybe. Yeah, you can, but the easiest thing is, and with this, less is more. If you start right, you just keep leaning backwards and accelerate. But yeah, it's probably on par with like the rear wheel bounce. The sort of A+ on rear wheel bounce. But it's a ninja track, so you're just going to have to figure it out. But that's kind of it. So Pingu, I don't know if that helped, but hopefully that gave you something. Yeah, please, Pingu. I'd love to hear how you go, man. It's always said, man, I'm always happy to interrupt / break stream to share some love with some people. And it was fun. I haven't played White Belt in ages. But Jabaki, man, I'm jealous. Hey, sorted. Christian, I'm really good, man. 10 days leave. I don't really want to do this track. I hope my leaderboard position is not really bad. I don't want to do this track. That is shockingly bad. Why is my global leaderboard position 21,000? I think I've only ever raced this track once. So, if we're going for personal bests, I suspect we want to improve the track where I'm 21,000. All right, Twinfire, you know the line? Because I don't know the line, man. Okay. Serious question. I don't like watching replays, and I like figuring out lines myself. But that may be really boring for you guys. Yeah, I mean, Jabaki, my goal is at least top 2,000 maybe is usually what I try and hit. When I'm having a lazy day, if I'm really trying, top 1,000 I'm happy. But let's not aim for too high just now. Do I watch a replay? So this is the chat participation right now. Do I watch a replay of someone around 2,000-3,000? And then just replicate the line, or would you rather watch me try and figure out the line? And while you're thinking, I should have some thinking music. I have no music. A ghost. Happy medium. All right, well, let me start looking for one. I usually just go friends. Figure it out, Rob. Figure it out, Pingu. Watch it. Yeah, I mean, the problem is, Pingu, I've done it so many times. All right, Rev, if you think it's easy. I feel like I can do that too. Maybe after we're done. Is it a rhino track? I'm assuming it's a rhino track, yeah? Either, really? Yunim. Bonjour. I feel like it's a rhino track. Any other votes for bikes? Rhino is much easier. Mantis is faster. Let's start easy. Let's start easy. I should be able to hit like top couple of thousand or something on the Rhino, so I think I'm going to keep with this. Alright. I guess I've got Ghost, so... Not exact. Oh, actually, so I know I can stay in that balloon. I don't like this track at all. So, okay. Alright. Staying in the balloon surely is only for secrets. I want to go upper path. Can I go? Alright, I want to go upper here. How do I get over that? Or is that Mantis? Is that the Mantis line? Yeah, okay, so that looks like it might be the Mantis line. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. No, I don't see it. Alright. My problem is I'm not going to remember this line. And I'm on fire, so I suspect this is a bad line. I'm not really thinking about making anything. I'm just riding. I should just watch the ghosts. Alright. Okay, coasting is bad. Now I'm on fire. Great. Oh, I'm supposed to stop there, am I? But I'm on fire, so maybe being on fire is a bad idea. Pingu, thank you. That's what I'm saying. Oh, so I can just do that. Okay. I'm watching the replay. You guys are idiots. Who wants to sit through that nonsense? All right, look, I've already got a platinum, and this is one of these ones where there's so many different lines, and it's a slowy, flowy thing. Ugh. All right, let's go. Let's pick. All right, let's just work our way up, right? So I'm not going to go too hardcore. Is anyone in here? Is anyone on my friends list that's in chat that's above me that I can try and beat? This feels too high up. All right, let's go. Let's go core. It's going to gradually work my way up this list. What bike did he use? Rhino. All right. See, everyone says I should get diamonds on stuff, but I never put the time in. So we'll see. It's a nice shirt. All right, let's see. Let's just follow the lines. Let's just follow. Easier said than done, but what's he do here? Down the bottom? Cool. Yeah. Where did he go? Oh, there he is. He stopped for just a moment. Okay. He goes over the top path. Oh, except I went hardcore. Okay, so you're not supposed to coast there. or there. So I suck at this game because I don't remember what I just watched. Wow. It's funny. Ooh. Ooh. No. I have to feel it out, man. I can't. Oh, what? I mean, I'll figure it out. But this process can be frustrating. So top path here. But what I'd like to do is actually use that platform. Oh. Yep. Alright, and then what he does here is actually goes very... yeah, just like that. Which then gets you to here. And then I want to go lower path, I think. And launch. Only 10 seconds. Alright, we got this. You can at least see my my process. Hey, this is 7. Congratulations on the graduation. Who likes achievements? I appreciate it. Who likes achievements? Oh, I've got the hat. Oh, I'm looking for the hat. You get another hat. Congratulations on the graduation. Very 7. Probably offending my French people. Sorry. All right. Really? You're in Rheinland-Pfalz. So cool. I'm at Ohrenpfalz. Yeah, so I want to use that platform and just... let me see if I can... yeah, so I want to do this. But I actually just want to come up to here and bounce off that and go down. And get, like, no air. Oh, Schleswig-Holstein. Yeah, man, that's a great part of the world. Been there many times. I have family that I visit there often. Actually, you know what? It did read German. When I read that, I was thinking of. I've been to Berlin last year. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Alright, now this one I've got to go really slow. Just enough to do that. Oh no, I forgot. Oh no! Well, that was the line I want to at least beat this person, and then we're gonna pick the next person to beat. Ouch. I want this to be my run now because I smacked my face, and that's funny. Damn it. I hit that so good last time. Hit that better at least. Alright. Do we feel like we have it? I feel like we have it soon. And even just talking about other countries makes me want to travel again, man. COVID sucks. But I keep mentioning this, but I hope you and yours are doing well. Staying safe, staying healthy, following the appropriate guidelines, and just being compassionate and thoughtful for other humans, man. That's what we should be doing right now. No, no, no! Oh. I'm just trying to get my face over the line. I want to watch that again. Can that be my screenshot? Yeah, that's gonna be my screenshot of me finishing that. Sorry, my thumbnail. Oh yeah, hey man. If I ever get myself back to Germany, all my German peeps can come and say hi. I wish, man. I'd love that. I enjoyed Berlin, man. That city was beautiful. And the history, like, it's so funny. The way that you guys acknowledge and represent your history is beautiful. Like, it's horrible. But the way you've done it is so well. Because all you do, you walk away from it and you just reflect. And you think. And you do exactly what you should do, which is say, this should never happen again. Aw, that's my screenshot? Damn it, I gotta wait again. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Hey! Sean! Oh, hang on, you got a good head. I'm gonna run out of hats, but not for a while. Everyone's getting a different hat on hat spin, and I get to represent my 49ers. Whoops. Whatever. Congratulations on the graduation. I gotta get back to my pause button. That was a horrible ending. What? Isn't that pause? What? Let's do it again. Oh no, please don't apologize for your bad English. My German is much worse. I have Guten Tag. I have not much else. Oh dude, your first stream that you're watching since Fusion. That's awesome, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Pinner Udu 4. How you doing? Hello. Einkaufswagen. Correct. Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I got 2 words. No, I got more. What else do I know in German? Alright, there it is. What? I have no control. I have no camera control. I have no camera control at that point. Oh my God. Alright, one more time. Yeah, exactly. Pyro. That was kind of the point I think I just trailed off. But yeah, your broken English is better than my German, man, so you're good. You come here and speak anything more than like broken, weird Aussie accented English, you're good in my books. Nah, Twin Fire, man. Daylight savings and all. So it'll change next month. It'll go back to being 2 o'clock now, but this is only like 11:30 p.m. for me. Maybe I should just get a thumbnail over that one. That looks nice. I have no camera controls. Like, I can't move the camera. Yeah, so by the time it gets here, it's like locked camera. You know what? Whatever. That'll do. Because that was a fun track. Alright, we're going to keep going. So, alright. So 21,000 was the start. Let's see where we get to, right? Damn, 3-2 already? That's already respectable. Hey, Joker, what's going on? Alright, I should have changed my opponent, but because Quarter Tom isn't giving me a challenge. Oh, maybe. That's an idea. Alright. Yeah. Christian. I don't know why I say it fresh. A fresh accent. French. Français. But yes, man. Xbox. Oh, so I think I started talking about Series X. About the capture card thing, but I didn't tell you. So, I have pre-ordered both the Series X and Series S. Just because I currently have 3 Xboxes. So I feel like that's the sensible thing to do. Yeah, I've got a day one Xbox One. I have an Xbox One S and an Xbox One X, which I'm playing on right now. And what I'm planning on doing is trading in my Xbox One X for the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One S for the Xbox Series S. Because all of those words make sense. So if I can get that if I can get that ending right. Oh, the namings are shocking. Seriously. Like I get why you want. I get why they want to separate themselves from PlayStation 5s, right? And like the PlayStation is such a linear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Now that they've got that, they could always try and just be one ahead of them. So, but you get into this like back and forth namey stuff is going to be a bit silly. So separating it made sense, right? But Xbox One didn't, because it was Xbox One versus PlayStation 4 or something. And it's like, well, now you sound like you're behind them. So breaking that cycle is good, but calling it series... Like, I read someone talk about it, and they're like, look, it's the Xbox One and the Xbox Series. And then you just have variations, like you have iPhone variations or whatever. And I was like, yeah, but the word series is the wrong word to use. Alright. Oh, Pyro, That's gonna see. Look, yeah. So I'm buying the digital one, but my digital one's like my second, my backup one that I use in like I've got like a theater room, right? So at the moment, that's usually where I play like games with the kids and stuff. So that's where my family games. I've got Game Pass. Game Pass is incredible value. So I'm like, you know what? I've got Game Pass. That's all digital stuff. That's 100+ games. Even if I never buy a digital game at all, that's where I'll get my value out of that Xbox Series S. No problems. And then with the X, I'm like, well, I want the disc because I'll be able to buy cheaper games, and that's where I'll play my sort of hardcore stuff. I've got a 4K TV like behind me here, so that's where all that'll happen, and it just makes sense. So for me, it works perfectly. Whereas the PlayStation, I'd be more conflicted because I'm like, I want to save $150 without the disc, but now I'm locked into buying games directly from PlayStation, and we've seen their games are marked up way more than retail. So I would never get one without the disc. However, here's the thing, right? Ever since Xbox One was supposed to come out discless, like they tried doing this a generation ago, or at least the current generation, and everyone just freaked out about it. I was happy to go discless back then. I prefer not having discs, but what I want to be able to go and buy a game at retail. I want there to be competitive retail prices, right? I can go to so instead of spending $100 on a game, which is what we'd have to pay digital, I can go to a shop, day a game's released, and pay $69, $59 sometimes, depending on what the game is. That's what I want. But I want to be able to go and pick up a game from a store, but I want to be able to somehow convert that disc into a code, and then I own the game digitally. That's all I want. I don't care about game trade-ins, but I want the ability to buy games at retail prices and not be forced to play the digital markup. Oh, that's not much of a PB. Yeah, but isn't CD keys dodgy as hell? Andy. Yeah, Scarlet would have been cool. Wasn't it Scorpion? Actually, Scorpion was the 1X, wasn't it? Oh, God. Stupid. I don't know. They've had too many stupid names. But yeah, they're like internal project code names are better than their games. Yeah, let's go and get another person to play against. But gaming's expensive, man. So and this is the thing, right? You either spend more money up front and then save money on discs, or you save money up front and pay more. And I considering how long the life cycle of consoles is, like 5+ years, you're almost always better to get the one with the disc. So Game Pass aside, if your plan is to just get a cheap console and play Game Pass and that's it, the Series S is incredible value. If, however, you want to buy games retail and you want to buy games and buy whatever games you want and play all the games that come out, I think over the life of a console, you are far better off getting a disc version. And so, Sean, the Series S would be amazing for you. And yeah, and the convenience, Pingu. I agree. I hate discs. Like, I think they're so inconvenient and they feel so redundant. I've got a terabyte of storage. I've got unlimited downloads on my data plan, at least. Why do I have to worry about discs in this day and age? Like, I think it's stupid. But if I can pay $70 instead of $100 for a game, I'm gonna go get a disc every day. But all I wanted with Xbox One was they let you use the disc, but you put it in the machine. But it's just a free down. Like, it's just a code and a pre-download. So instead of you having to download the whole thing, the disc is there, but the disc is kind of redundant. You get your code, and you're all good. And that's kind of what they did. But yeah, so if I could just go buy the codes for the same price somewhere else, I'd go full discless, no problems. All right, let's go top 1%. Let's go this Slapshackle. Do you know Who Donut? Dams. I mean, do I know Who Donut? I think I know Who Donut, yeah? Yeah, it's a Christian, man. My download speed's awesome, so I've got no problems. Oh, and Sean, 100%, I will absolutely at some point own a PS5 because there'll be an exclusive that comes out that I have to get. And I have a PS4. I have 2 PS4s. It's stupid. That's actually getting a bit excessive. But yes, I'll get a PS5 at some point. All right, Slap Shackle, show us what you got. Lower path here. Good. So that I've got to hit cleaner because I was... So far I'm following. Yeah, over the top. Okay, my slow path here as well. Good. So what's the path? Is it upper path here? Oh, it's upper there. Yeah, because you don't lose all that speed, of course. Okay. Of course it is, Andy. Where were you, Andy, at the start of all this, mate? You're adding value way too late. Seriously, Andy, I'm a bit disappointed. I count on you. Like, your job in these streams... So that one I've got to hit a bit better. And what's the deal with hitting the upper path? Is it just... It's just throttle control. Oh, no. Stuff that up massively. Wow, okay, so you gotta go a lot slower. No, I meant with CD keys being dodgy. Is that like... is this one of those... And I think I've even used them before, so I get it. And dude, if you're tight on cash, that makes sense. But I thought there was another website called like G2A or something that was doing some dodgy stuff with keys, where it was like buying them from one country, or there were stolen keys, or it's just harming the it's basically taking a ton of money out of the game developers' pockets because it's like basically buying keys in regions that are like with weird and different exchange rates or cheaper prices or something. Yeah, okay, so G2A I heard about, and I noticed they're well clear of them. Is CD keys a different concept or a similar concept? I don't understand. I'm trying to figure this out. And make a public service announcement. Like, I remember reading bits and pieces about it, and went, whatever. I trust the people that I trust, and if they say don't use G2A, I just went, yep, sweet, I'll never look at that. Yeah, okay, so they're stolen keys. But what about CD key? Because I assume all those places have got to be the same. Okay, so far I'm good. Now this... Oh, good. Good. No! No! Okay. Cool. Because you know what? I've been through phases of let's just say acquiring games via... I mean, yeah, dude, you don't have much... When you don't have the means to buy the games you love, you find other ways to get the games you love, right? But especially with things like Game Pass, with things like Netflix, all of that stuff for me is completely gone. Yeah, you do you, but yeah, if you can find ways to get them cheap, then power to you. But I also want to make sure that I'm supporting developers, and at least making sure a fair amount of compensation is making it to the people that actually put in ridiculously long hours and hard work. Why do you curse me so much? Yeah, I just want to make sure I'm supporting devs and not harming them just because I want to save a buck. So if you have the luxury of having that approach, then cool. If you don't, then you do you. Okay, cool. If that's all it is, Pingu, that's fine. And sometimes, look, and this is the thing, they might just buy keys in bulk, right? So Microsoft will say, look, we want to sell the game for $60, but if you buy 10,000 of them, we'll sell them to you for 55 or 50. Sweet. Like, if that's all it is, then great. I have no idea how those things work and what their business model is, so I just want to make sure I'm not being too dodgy. And I always sort of said that. If I had the means to support people, I'll always support people. Alright, this track, man. It's tricky because it's all just about getting a feel for the throttle. Wow. Yeah, man. The time zone is DARMS. An important thing to consider when the person you're trying to watch on stream is in Australia. So 9 hours ahead of you. What's that? I don't know where that is. US, UK? I can't even. Actually, yeah, man. The Xbox Bethesda thing was interesting, man. I wasn't expecting that. Australia is the best? Hell yeah. Are you Aussie gammeted or you just think we're awesome? Oh, what am I doing? Oh, you're from Sydney. Sweet, me too. Me too. I mean, I'm 60 kilometers away from Sydney, but I can still say I'm from Sydney. Nah, see, then they're not gonna make them exclusive, right? I just don't see it. I think they'll have exclusive content, or like timed exclusives and all the rest of it. But those big franchises, no chance of them because they're throwing money away because PlayStation has got such a big install base. I don't see them doing it. What they will do, though, is that if they're first-party games, now you imagine the proposition of Game Pass being like, yep, cool, new Fallout that's not 76, that's available for free on Game Pass. Like, done. So, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how they make that work, but, yeah. I'm an Xbox fanboy already, so happy days for me. Oh, why? Why is that so damn hard to hit? Oh, 76 was horrible. Just so disappointing from start to finish. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. I actually bought the game without really doing much research even on what it is, because I'm like, just on name alone, I was like, cool, it's a new Fallout experience. I'm all over that. Motorman. G'day, mate. G'day. going to go slightly slower there if I can. Okay, I've got him. I've got a head start here. Good to hear as far as having a lead goes. Tap of the brake there to help me a little. Tap of the brake there. Oh, was that fast? Hardly at all. What? Are you doing the official Friday stream now? No. Why would I be? I always stream on Fridays though. Actually, that reminds me. Is Redlinks on? No, cool. Yeah, do they normally stream this time, or I get confused? How long have you been streaming for? Uptime works, dude. So, Rob. The answer is actually I think it's even in my somewhere on my stream. It should tell me. Why is uptime not working? Yeah, it's just on screen. All right, cool. Can someone just type it because the uptime didn't work? 146, sweet. Okay, I beat this dude. Oh, sorry, that was a good personal best. I just beat this person by a small fraction. All right, where am I at leaderboard? Sorry, I forget when I'm racing someone. I was like, oh, I thought it was a bigger personal best for me. 2-4. All right, do we want to try and crack 2,000? I have to sit here and scroll through 400. No. Oh, see, Alan's good. Let's see what he does. How much is that? That's not much. That's not much. Yeah, I haven't been streaming much. I've had a few weeks off. Just... What? Is it... What? This is the... Weird. I don't know what happened. Yeah, I've had a few weeks off. I've streamed on and off. I've just been doing other stuff. Just other things I would rather be doing, to be frank. No, I have no streaming schedule. My streaming schedule is Friday nights. So it's 12 p.m. now. 2.5 hours prior to this is when I normally start on a Friday. If I could be bothered. Then that's my streaming schedule. Not even kidding. Yeah, what am I talking about? Weird. Alright, I want to go. What was my personal best? Where am I? Here we go. Alright, let's just go here. There we go. Yeah, this is when I stream. This is, but it's like it's midnight now, so I won't be going much more. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. So yeah, yeah, but just life, man. I don't know. I'm just honestly with everything else going on this year, there's just not like I really enjoy streaming. Genuinely enjoy it. I find it relaxing. It's awesome to chill. I'm so happy that people want to hang out and chill with me because it keeps it fun for me. Oh, driving. Okay, Alexander. Different driving line now. How did I beat you so easy? Another 0.8. It's massive. Too easy. Too easy. Let's keep going. Let the good times roll. I got lucky. So what's diamond then? You're saying this is an easy diamond. I doubt it, but 44. Wow, so it's still not a second, dude. All right, for anybody that knows what, like, do I just keep chipping away at this? I think I do. Let's see how much. I mean, it's midnight. I don't think I'm gonna get too much more in me, but I'm at 14. All right, let's just see. Let's just go up a little bit more. I'll go against Azreader because he was streaming earlier. Which upper path, Andy? Which upper path? How do you do that so quick? At the beginning. Okay. Is it easier on Mantis to hit that? Or do you just wait? Surely you don't. Or is it just that? But then... So just that. And then I make that. Ouch. Let me see, what's the benefit? But then I've still got to go slow here. Oh, but I can't hit that. What? Why are you telling me this is good? I can't get through there. If I could do something with that speed, great, but I can't. So why? Andy, help me out, brother. What am I doing wrong? Oh, yuck. That was my bad. Oh, just that. Oh. I see. Sorry. Alright, stuff up. Okay. So what did I do? So I just stopped on the balloon and just did a little bounce. Okay, so you can keep your momentum. Okay, so I see. So you just keep your momentum there. But now you've got to get underneath that. But yeah, I can get a head start. Oh man, but that, wow, they just catch up there. Wow, what did this guy, what did he do to make that happen? He must do some super slide or something. The decoration through this whole game is insane. Let's be honest. See, what does he do there? Where does he slide? Oh, that. Really? Wow, alright. Man, I got a lot to learn on this track then. Thought I'd try and coast. That didn't work. Make it. No. Hey, Bam, what's going on? Yeah, it's been a while, man. I hope you're well. Yuck. Yuck. Oh yeah, because you can do that, of course, because I want to go slow here anyway. So it doesn't matter about your speed. Okay, I'm getting it now. Getting it. A thing happened. Oh, damn it. A thing happened. Shadow Lord. Thank you. But you made a thing happen. I was like, that's a noise when a thing. And I got distracted. Trial. I remember that grind, man. I used to do the wreck, actually. It was about 35 seconds. But no, Truth Is Out There, I think, was one of them. Was one of the better ones. Yeah, this is faster. This is faster now. Make it. Oh, now do this last bit. No! That's like the worst place to go. Alright, we got this. Alright, so Andy's little over-the-top tip was a good one. Yeah, no, look, I think... What are you grinding for, by the way? I'm assuming you want to buy something. Like, what is the thing that's so good that it's worth the grind? All right, chat. Do we read the messages on chat or not? On stream or not? Yes? Really? It's always dangerous. It's always dangerous. What? Hey, Shady, can you say hi to for me, Mini Shady? I think you want me to say hi to Mini Shady? Sure. I'll say hi to my kid. I don't know if that's a weird message or... It's kind of weird getting people messaging me about my children. It's like, is that cool? I don't know. I mean, you know, I've had him on stream, so it's totally cool. But like that's the anyway. Say hi to Mini Shady, sure. If he's awake now, I'll be upset though. Come on. I want to hit this. But yeah, seeing somebody use University of Trials on Twitch, I'm not sure how I feel about that. Yeah. Nah, I'm assuming it's another kid, and that's cool, man. Actually, I do get a kick. I've had a few like parents send me messages that their kids watch the streams and videos and stuff, which is why I genuinely try and keep this as, you know, PG-13, kid-friendly, all the rest of it, because there's enough stuff you've got to avoid on the internet, especially young. And again, I'm a parent of kids that young. I don't want to create a space or create content where they can't enjoy it themselves. So, not that, I'll be honest, my content isn't really geared towards kids at all. It's a little bit, you know, a little bit more mature and, you know, physics and explanations and tutorials and stuff. I'm not just shouting at my webcam for half an hour straight. Sorry. My neighbors appreciate that I'm not one of those YouTubers. But, yeah, I try and keep it kid-friendly, so. And you never know who's on the other end of these messages, so. Thank you for the message. I will say hi to Mini Shady for you. Forgetting how to do this line. Oh yeah, on Pingu, you can absolutely see the streaming sensation that I am. No. Alright, man. Dams, enjoy your class. You go and learn whatever the hell it is you're learning. Stay in school. Yeah, you're thinking Mantis, yeah? What's the dude I'm competing against writing though? Alright, you know what? You're right. I think it's time to Lenison. GG's to the suggestion. Oh, by the way, remember to see my Fusion shirt? I'm rocking the Fusion shirt tonight. I was tempted to even play Fusion tonight, just because I happen to be wearing. I've worn this shirt all day. That's actually funny, / sad, depending on how you look at it. Pretty much all of my clothes, like my shirts, are like gaming related, that I've got for free from places. Humble brag, I'm sure. But it's like all my Trials Rising shirts, Fusion shirts. I got a hoodie. There's an Assassin's Creed hoodie that I've been wearing. I got a Ubisoft Experience shirt. I got one for Ghost Recon. Yeah, it's all just Ubisoft shirts. It's yeah. Ooh, wow. Okay, this is gonna take a moment to get used to. So I can slide that because I want to hit that so slowly. So now is this double slidey, is that on? No, it's not. Just save that. Nailed it. I was having more fun on the Rhino, that's for sure. Maybe because it was easier. How does this guy get that so fast? Okay. I gotta go a lot faster. But everyone else looks like they're using the Rhino. Oh no, this guy over the top might be Mantis. I've just got to figure out where it makes sense to use the Mantis. Like, where does the Mantis find its advantage? Because at the moment, it doesn't feel like it's giving me much advantage. Is that just a double slide now? Is that just a slide from there? Because that was what I was saying at the start. The Roach can't, the Rhino can't do that. So if I, but yo, you've got to get that angle. That slide is, it's tough but possible maybe. Is that possible? Anyone that knows what they're talking about? Oh yeah, okay. So I'm not world record professor, so I may go back to the Rhino and just try and get a clean run with it. No, see, trial. MX. I'm going back to Rhino. I heard a really cool thing about this, where someone was a sharing exchange where they're talking with their father or someone who was saying to them like, oh, why do you watch gaming when you own that game yourself? It's stupid. If you like that game, you should just play that game. And the response was like, why do you watch soccer? Or football. You've got a ball in the, outside in the backyard. Why don't you go kick it around? And it's like, I don't just, like, I enjoy the thing, but I like to watch other people play it who may be better than me or play it differently to me. And that's what and to be frank, what people don't understand about Twitch is the community and interaction. Like the connection you can have with people, the chats, the just hanging out and doing stuff, right? It's like we don't get a chance to have 50 people sitting on a couch together playing a game together. But that's exactly what we can do here, right? So I think that's the part that people miss is just the interactions with others. Because playing a game by yourself, like, sure, you might be able to, but that's, I guess, it doesn't give you the whole experience. So, oh, that worked. So I want to do that because it doesn't matter. Still losing to all these people. That sucks. That was fast. You reckon I got a 50-person couch? Mind you, I do have a large couch. My couch is over 3.6 meters long. That's a decent sized couch. Alright, I'm not beating these dudes in this. Anderson. That's an interesting idea. Yeah, if somehow Trials becomes massively popular, like a viral sensation, and all of a sudden I'm a multi-millionaire, the 44 people that are on stream right now, I'll fly you to Australia. There you go. That's a promise from me. It's a very empty, shallow, hollow promise, but sure, you can have that. That would be so amazing to do, though. Just be like, I'm going to Australia. What? Why are you going to Australia? Oh, there's this guy that plays a video game, and a couple of years ago he said, "Yeah, let's do it." So I'm going to Australia. My wife laughs at me because the amount of times that I've said to her, "I'm going out. What are you going to do?" "Oh, I'm going to meet a guy I met on the internet." Like, that's how I say it to her. And it's someone I've met in like Trials community or whatever. But she's just used to it now. Yeah, but it is kind of funny when I think about what I'm actually doing. I'm like, this is just I don't know this person. We have a shared interest in video games. So let's go and meet them. Alright, what's happening on this one? Why am I on fire? Oh, it's not going to make it. Oh. Hey! Twin fire. Thanks for the biddies. I'll put that towards the 44 plane tickets to Australia fund. Make it, make it, make it. No. Go! Ugh. Do you know what? Extreme. I'm really tired of people coming in here and be like, go get this diamond. It's really easy. Like, I'm trying. So the short answer is probably not. Nah, I think I'm getting tired. That might be part of the problem. Yeah, Pingu. That would be tough. You like just get here after I said that. It's like, ah. So the one thing I'll be really happy about is like that there's like a couple of people here who are from Sydney. Actually, it was funny. My work ran a global competition for like, I don't know, some big thing. And the prize was the prize was to be flown to like one of our head offices. So we've got to one of our offices around the world to meet with like all the senior leaders wherever they're having their big senior leadership conference thing every year. And it's different. It's in we're in New York. We got stuff in London. We got stuff in Sydney. And yeah, and like I think the winner one year was like, yeah, you win a trip to Sydney, and they're like, I live here. So it's like other people will be like from Sydney and they go to New York or something, and then it's just like, yeah, I'm going to Sydney to meet like the bosses. Sweet. So yeah, to win a trip to your home city would be annoying. Why can't I get this anymore? That was supposed to be a slide. That was supposed to be something that resembled video gaming. Wow. Hey! Ridiod. First time catching the stream. I love seeing first timers What's interesting is to see if you ever come back. Because first time catching the stream. Oh, they seem funnier on YouTube. So, but good to have you here. Hey, Gaming DJ. Hey, DJ, when did you play that song? Wow, I gotta find another hat. So every sub tonight's been getting a different hat. I still got plenty more. Congratulations on the graduation with the double hat spin. No, I say renewed. I much prefer renewed. There's all the hats I've used. I've got a pile of used hats and a pile of unused hats. This track, man. There we go. Nope, 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 nope. Yep. Slide it better, Shady. Oh, no. See if I can hold it, but that's not good. Hey Pingu, I may have already. I mean, yeah, there's probably a chance that I have spent sub money on hats, which just makes it feel like a massive waste. So I'm sorry about that, but yeah, these hats aren't free. Oh, and by the way, can I just point out the fact that I'm the professor, but this is what you get for graduating. But there's that. I've never been to a graduation ceremony. I have no idea. Actually, do you know what? Even for, where did I put the bloody master's and master's degrees and stuff? I don't even know. I thought I had that in the game. Maybe I don't. But I did some. I had to Google it because I have no idea how it works. Right? So yeah, but the professors wear these as well. Do you just get this once you graduate and then you keep, like, if you're a professor, I don't know, do your professors even award you a graduation certificate? I don't know how professors work. I have a freaking master's. I've never went to the university to, like, I don't know how it works. Because I did mine, like, distance learning as a mature age student, so I never did an undergraduate degree at university, and then I did all my distance education stuff and never went to the ceremony at the end. I just got the certificate on my wall. Damn proud of the qualifications, but I don't know. I've never been to a graduation ceremony in my life. So it's kind of funny when I think about it. Seth, it's a Mantis track. I tried it on Mantis. I hated it. But probably because I've spent 2 hours sort of figuring it out on this bike. He says, not figuring out dingly. Greetings from Spain. Is that hola? How do you say hello in Spanish? Hola, yeah, sweet. Dora the Explorer helps a lot, man. How many other people in here know that? Please don't be just me. Finland is the best. Yeah, man. Finland. Hey, Vixen, what's going on? Well, a big moi to all my Finnish people out there. He's taking Spanish class right now. Wow, hey, you learned something here. Yeah, see, I know abuelito. Is that like grandfather or something? No, is that right? Again, this is all Dora stuff I'm trying to remember. Oh, you're Finnish. Moi. Or hey, depending on how formal we want to get. Alright, we're just gonna go for it. Oh my god. Grandfather, sweet. Egg sizzle. I mean, it's exile, but egg sizzle seems better. That's cool, Extreme. Hey, man, look, you're in a country that doesn't have a big trials following. You can be like the world champ, like the I'm just be like, hey, best trials player in the country. Sup? It's like there's 12 people. Yeah, but I'm the best one of them. or what's best is you'll have like one rival. So is there like one other Spanish trials player that like you guys are just battling it out and no one else nearby? What is it? Because that to me is like the coolest way to form a friendship and just be like just me and this other dude. Do I know 5 words from in Finnish? Kana, kinku, juusto, moi, hei, H-E-I, hey, kiitos, hyvä, which is good, hyvä huomenta, good morning, is it, what else have I got? I've got others. So it's a bit of food, thank you, hello, that's kind of what I learned, right? Oh, Anti-X. Is it Anti-X? I think that's something as well. Is that like excuse me or something? No, I'm confused. Anyway. Nah, man, I wish I knew a language. I reckon languages are fantastic. I think they're amazing. Like, I'm so disappointed I only know rubbish Aussie English. Beer. Well, I know kippis, which is like cheers. And meat. Well, I mean, I know kinku, which is ham. Juusto, which is cheese. Kana, which is chicken. God, what's it? Peconi is bacon. Yeah, I mean, I got most things down, man. What's beef? I'm not sure if I can remember what beef is. And I don't drink beer, so I don't know what beer is. But the thing is, man, in Finland, everybody speaks impeccable English. So you don't really need it to get by. I just tried to learn. Beef is yum, I know that. It's very yum. Oh, the long drink. What is long drink is stupid. What a dumb thing. Oh, the whole alcohol concept and the alcos and the yeah, man. You come to Australia, we have supermarkets just for alcohol, and I mean proper like trolleys, shopping carts, whatever you want to call them, and just aisles and aisles and aisles and aisles, right? And you Finland, it's like totally just this almost like secretive thing where there's like tiny little shops and it's closed on certain days and you can't. There's all I mean, it's rules. I mean, it's not. You just go in and buy stuff, but I don't know. It just felt weird. Hey, Egg Sizzle, man, I'm so glad you could be here. Nolta or something. I don't know. I'm pronouncing it like Aussie. No, but Jabaki, dude, jump on a boat and go to Estonia in like 4 hours, man. It cost me 28 euros and I went to Estonia. You'd literally do a day trip. It's like a round trip. I didn't even bother getting the return trip. It was so cheap to go to Estonia. I was like, I'm just going to, like, I think it was a return ticket. And oh no, it's to Stockholm. Stockholm was like 150 bucks and that included accommodation and like 3 meals. Like, yeah. Yeah, and dude, do it. Like, I did a trip. So one of the trips I went to Estonia. It was like 4 hours on the Viking line, whatever. 4 hours on that, and I was in Estonia. And then for another 28 euros, I got a bus to Riga, which is the capital of Latvia. And I hung out there for a couple of days. And Latvian accommodation's so cheap, man. I looked up one place. I think I was in Finland just before I left. And I looked up this accommodation for like 60 bucks or 60 euro a night. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'll stay there. And then when I got there, I'm like, they're like, yeah, the accommodation's 60 euro. I was like, no, but I booked 2 nights. And like, yeah, it's like $32 a night or something. So it was like an awesome, clean place, like just nice, man. So yeah, some of the traveling you can do, like Finland's not the easiest place, like it's pretty far away from Europe, but again, if you're from the UK, then you don't really care. But you just go and explore some of that part of the world and just go and check out Finland. PB Extreme. That's my goal right now. Oh, I hate this finish. Reg Cooper, they didn't pay me to stay there? Nah, man. Worst part of living in Finland is that I'm the only guy that plays trials here. I mean, you're not, though. There's quite a few Finnish trials players. Oh, but Jabaki, you get to go to East West. The classic Red Lynx bar. East West in Pasilla. That's like the dodgy Red Lynx bar. The good one is Geisler, but East West is the classic, and you'll get to go to both. I love that I'm sitting here in Sydney, Australia, talking about different bars and stuff in Finland like I live there. I genuinely wish, like in a different world, in a different life, like I would have, like, yeah, if I was, and I've always said this, if I was 20 years younger, and I mean 20, not exaggerating, I would have tried to figure out a way to go and live there just because why not, right? And that was always my goal, actually. I always wanted to live overseas, so I'm disappointed. Like, I'm so grateful for the opportunities I've had, but I wanted to work overseas, and I never got the chance. Like, I've done Red Lynx for like a week. That doesn't count. So if you get a chance, man, you take that with every bit of your energy. I hate this track. All right, MX man, have a good one. I'm about done, to be honest. I'm getting sick of this. I can't get the timing on this last bit. I'm going to have one last go. So what have I been doing? I've been going too fast. Which seems crazy, considering what you're trying to do is race, but... Oh, I hate this so much. Nah, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, damn. Seth, GG's. Alright, I'm out of here, man. That's been too much fun, but it's, damn, almost 1 o'clock in the morning. I grinded that way too long. I mean, look, so let's go back to this real quick. I started out at 21,000, and I'm at 1,400 now. So that's not, like, that's not bad. And yeah, if it's a Mantis track, then whatever. Maybe another day I'll come back and I won't revisit it. All right, let's see who's streaming. Tom Ward, me, Kiku, Italian streamer. We could learn other languages. Oz dear. You know what? One viewer, Oz dear, is the dude, and I was already racing earlier. Let's go Ready Raids. Is this gonna work? Yes. Let's go. Yellow Shady hoodies in chat if you've got them. If you don't, just go and show some love. We got more trials people. Let's keep the trials community in Twitch in particular going and going strong. Thank you everyone for hanging out. It's been fun. I'll be back next week, most likely, because I'm off work for 10 days. 10 days. Seriously, I need a break, man. It's been fun. All right, but hey, thank you so much for hanging out. See you next time. Stay safe. Empathize with other humans. Be considerate of other people. Stay safe with regards to the virus. And just don't be a jerk. It's actually quite easy, right? Just am I being a jerk right now? If the answer is yes, stop it. Go do something nice for another human. There's too much bad stuff happening in the world, and I want this place to be a fun and easy-going, chill, happy, relaxed existence. And there's so many things happening that isn't that right now. Change your attitude if you've got anything negative about you. Love you all. Goodbye.